A beautiful day to you, everyone that is watching this clip. I remain your boy JOEL. Today in grammar, our focus will be on question tags. Remember that in this same channel, we treated what we refer to as the functional classification of sentences. Well, yes, if you are here to understand the classes of functional sentences, please search for the video Functional Classification of Sentences so as to know the classes of sentences according to function, like the imperative sentence, the question sentence, the sentence that shows emotion. We have variety of sentences in that clip, please do. So from that classification of sentences according to function, we have decided to pick one out of it. And the one we have picked is called the interrogative sentence. And from the interrogative sentence, we have also decided to pick one category of the interrogative sentence, which is the question tags. The question tag is also called tag questions. So to start with, I want you to take this little quiz. So while you do this drill, pay attention. You are free to pause the video and finish it, after which you continue with the video. This is an example for you. It's not, which is contracted to be what? Isn't. So you are going to see 9 other expressions that you are going to contract. Let us see how you contract them. It's not is contracted to be what? Isn't, the short form, the informal expression. So start now. After you have seen everything, you pause the video. So you are free to pause the video from here. Just pause the video, give attention to this. Do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. You have paused the video. You're welcome back. Having paid attention to this drill, what did you observe? Let's see what you got in that number 2. Are not is contracted to be what? Aren't. Has not is contracted to be what? Hasn't. Cannot is contracted to be what? Can't. Have not is contracted to be haven't. Does not is contracted to be doesn't. Did not is contracted to be didn't. Were not has weren't. Would not will be given wouldn't, and was not be given wasn't. You did very well. Beautiful. So having this in mind, we'll now proceed to what question tags really are. What are question tags? Question tags are questions that are added to the end of a statement to checkmate the accuracy of the statement. You may be thinking to see or to find out if what you have in mind is correct, but you are not too sure. So you need to involve a third party to find out if what you think is accurate or not. That is why we have what? Question tags. But that statement you want to checkmate its accuracy will not have a full stop. It will have a comma before the question tag comes in. And that is why you have to pay attention to the information we have on this video. Let's take this example. Sarah is at the park. This ought to have been a statement. And as a statement, we put a full stop. But here, what do we have? Comma, which means something is coming at the end of this expression. Sarah is at the park. But I'm not sure. So look at this student that are discussing. Sarah is at the park. Or is she not there? Could she be? So what would be the question tag? We have, isn't she? So the students are discussing. So it is now left for the other student or the other person to determine or to say, yes, she is. I'm very sure I saw her there. She, in fact, she's still there. She just called me now. Then your doubt is clear. Or look at this second sentence. Two other students. Your parents were not in the car. Were they? So look at what is happening. After they were just discussing, all of a sudden, your parents were not in the car. I saw the car coming. Were they in the car? So the speaker is not too sure to find out or to say if the parents were in the car or not, but rather if the speaker wants to involve a third party so as to ensure that the expression he or she has given is accurate. We have several rules to guide us through this particular topic. The first of the rule is that positive statement takes negative tag. What is positive statement? A positive statement is a statement that does not have what? Not. No not. We don't use not in positive statements. If there is no not, it shows that the statement is positive. Therefore, the tag will take a negative tag. There must be not in the negative expression. Look at this example. Demilade did her work yesterday, didn't she? Now let's pause at Demilade did her work yesterday. Do you observe any word like not there? No. So it's a positive statement. Didn't she? Do you remember the drill you did? Did not becomes what? Didn't. So because didn't has the word not, we now say that didn't is the question tag to the expression. Demilade did her work yesterday, didn't she? Let's take another example here. Onize has a new school bag, hasn't she? Onize has a new school bag, hasn't she? If you look at the expression, Onize has a new school bag, is there a not there? No. But remember your drill you did, has not becomes what? Hasn't. So has not, is there not in it? Yes, that is why hasn't is here as a expression that is correct as a negative tag. Let's take another rule. In this rule, we are going to see what is meant by negative statement taking positive tag. You remember we said that negativity is determined by the presence of what? NOT, whether contracted or not contracted. So when we have a statement that takes NOT, then the tag should not have NOT contracted or not contracted. Look at this example like I'm trying to give you. We say the statement has what? Not. Yes. Look at the example. Israel does not finish his lunch. Does he? So Israel does not finish his lunch. You can see there is what? Not there. It shows what's called what? Negativity. And thus we say does he is a negative tag. Let's go to the next one. Fumi cannot finish that work. Can she? You can see there is not in the statement. Therefore, this tag will not have what? The negative particle. Not. Can she? Let's move ahead to some other rules. What we have here, we have the tense in the statement determines the tense in the tag. When we say that the tense in the statement will determine the tense in the tag, we mean if the tense in the statement is present, the tag should take present tense. If the tense in the statement is past tense, the tense should take past tense of the tag. If the tense in the statement is future, the tag must take what? A future tense verb. Let's look at this example. He is early this morning, isn't he? He is early this morning. What tense is that? That is present tense. So we have the is as a present verb. So if you look at the tag, isn't he? You see we have what? The is reflecting there. So in this particular expression, don't forget to add your question mark. We go to the next one. They were not serious, were they? They were not serious, were they? So what tense is this? This is past tense. We have were as in the past tense, and the were is reflected in the tag as we have in this category. Look at another example. You will visit me this morning, won't you? You will visit me this morning, won't you? You can see that it is futuristic in nature. Will is showing a future fit. Thus, remember the drill you did will not becomes what? Won't. Good. That's why we have what? The futuristic expression. We have a lot to learn here. Remember the rule, negative statement takes positive tag, a positive statement takes a negative tag. The tense in the statement determines the tense in the tag. Now let's take one more rule, very important to us. We say that in this rule, the statement does not have auxiliary verb, use the correct form of verb do. If you observe all this while, we have been using auxiliary verbs to show the tag question. Auxiliary verb do, rather verb be, verb have, and verb will. Remember the auxiliary verbs we have treated. We also have auxiliary verbs in this channel. Just search for it. Auxiliary verb. Once you log into the channel Joel Egbona, search for auxiliary verb. Scroll down. You will see it there. We have the primary auxiliary verb. We have the modal auxiliary verb. Search for them. You will see the categories of auxiliary verb. So we use auxiliary verb to show tag questions or to begin tag questions. Now, we say that if the statement doesn't have any auxiliary verb, what should you do? You bring in an operator. And in English language, the verb do is called the operator. And these are the operators: do, does, and did. And most times, we find this expression in positive statements. Look at the expression here. Joel likes oranges. If we say Joel likes oranges, likes, do we say likings he? Because we are using the verb to ask the question. No, we cannot say likings he. So what do we say? We now bring the tense of the verb like, which is singular present tense, to become does. And we will not forget the rule of positive statements taking negative tag. I will not bring the not. So that is why we have what? Doesn't as the question tag. All the students went home, didn't they? All the students went home. Past tense, and also good. Do we say wanted? No, there is no auxiliary verb there. That is why we employ the use of verb did, also in the past tense of went. Let us pay attention to the futuristic expression. We love to learn, don't we? All right. This is the habitual expression. We love to learn, don't we? If you look at this habitual expression, you can see that the love is in the base form of the verb. Thus, we'll bring the base form of verb do. So far so good. We have learned that tag questions are questions that are put at the end of a statement sentence to checkmate its accuracy that one has in mind, to see whether what one has in mind is right or wrong. We have learned that positive statements will take a negative tag. A negative statement will take a positive tag. The tense of the verb in the statement will also be reflected in the tag. And a statement that does not have auxiliary verb will take do, does, or did, depending on the tense and subject, whether singular or plural, of the expression that is there. So, watch out for more videos on this category.
I beg in the name of God, subscribe!